OMGers, Bishop David here. Hope you're well wherever you are. It's a bit of an overcast autumnal day in the Diocese of Waiapu. I'm happy to be here with you and to be with you in this way. A couple of days ago, and it's quite a prevalent story in the news here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, has to do with the death of triplets. I think they were 2 years old. This was in Doha. They were at a creche, a nursery, in a mall, and there was a fire, and the speculation is that there were several other young people and adults who possibly died at the result of smoke inhalation. So it's this horrific tragedy. Whenever there's a death, we mourn. And I think particularly so when it has to do with such young people. And for these triplets, they actually had difficulty at birth. And there was questions whether they would survive that, and they did, and then this occurs. What a horrific thing for everyone, particularly that family. One of the things I've heard over the last couple of days was a family member, I think this was on the news, maybe it was in print, I think the father said something like, well, yes, there's an investigation and they're endeavoring to find out what caused this and who caused the fire if someone did and what's going on. But the thing this father said with, visible tears and breaking up was whatever they decide, whatever they discover, and whatever the investigations show is no one can bring those children back to them, those triplets. And so this is simply deep, deep loss. I think sometimes in our lives we are rather quick to move to a place where we can do something and we can figure out something and we can somehow fill that gap where grief is. The reality is, for this family and for any of us who've experienced loss, the only thing we can really do is sit with that absence and sit with that grief. And to hopefully to do that in a way that we're not alone. There's God, always God, and there's God's community, hopefully family and friends and those around us. So my hope for us is that we remember those in our midst who experience that sort of grief, but more than remember that we're available to sit with them, to be with them, to acknowledge that their grief belongs to us as well. That's what it means to be a community, a people together, in this together, living it together. I hope this is food for thought for each and every one of us, because we all have the opportunity to be with others in moments of grief and sadness. Blessings to you all. Take care.